It could have been morning, afternoon, but no, gotta be the nighttime. And we're posted up in the casino counting cheese. I supposedly assume these niggas laundered that shit on top of that. But then we got a black figure coming through the window. Oh, it's Batman, Gotham's favorite hooded vigilante. You know a man like Batman wastes no time. Sucker punched the shit out of the first thug and had guns blazing, batarangs flying, and tables flipping. Alfred had to have missed tea time because Batman is pissed, throwing niggas across the room. But before this video starts, do me a quick favor, like, comment, and subscribe, turn on post notification bells, and stay tuned for more videos just like this. Batman is on timing. Dude left and he KO'd man with a table. I ain't see him do shit like this ever. So we got him trying to get to his car and shit, and this man runs up on some random vigilante with a mask on. I don't know about him, bro, but his aim is ass. Man missed every bullet. Stormtrooper aim.
Well, it seems the angel of death has arrived.
Since when did Casey Jones use knives? I don't know myself, my boy finna leave. This man then jumps on the car trying to kill him with his hook. Captain Hook type beat, but the man fell off the car and an evil plan was schemed. Man flipped the car around, trying to run him off the road. He jumped over the car and made him go from the parking garage to another building.
Look up there, it's Batman!
So I didn't know we had snitches in Gotham, because the very next day, Arthur is on national news telling the city and the people of Gotham that Batman is a full-fledged murderer. Meanwhile, at the Batcave, Alfred and Bruce are scanning the same glass shard from that car chase that got that man killed, and there's some chemicals on this bitch. Meanwhile, we got some fine shit on the phone with Arthur in his office, specifically talking about Bruce Wayne, which intrigues Arthur to bring up a past relation. Nah, I can't even skip past this no more. Arthur looks like Quagmire from Family Guy. I know y'all see it. So the next night, there is a ball going down, and the camera pans to Bruce with 3 hoes on deck. This nigga's him. But being Bruce and being him comes with the hoes fighting back. Some random one pulled up and splashed wine in his face. Arthur had a handkerchief on deck to clean up the mess and have a conversation with Bruce. But this man Arthur struck a nerve mid-convo, which had Bruce dip off to go to this room. Now, inside this room is a family painting, which has Bruce depressed in the fact because the painting is of his late mother and father, Thomas and Martha Wayne. But you gotta think about it in reality. When a loved one dies, the main thing to do is grieve and keep pushing forward. But for Bruce, this is not the case. Man is depressed all day and night. Man even has a flashback to when he visited his parents' gravesite and walked up on some fine shit. Okay.
Know who that was? Bruce Wayne.
No way.
You know, Wayne Enterprises? I've seen him on campus. Very moody. Cute, though.
Bitch, moody my ass.
Yes?
I am sorry for intruding, but who is it that you are talking to right now?
My mother.
Oh, shit. Oh my gosh, I'm sorry for your loss.
That's okay. We're done. Mom doesn't have much to say today.
What the fuck? Nah, cause I was stunned just like Bruce, but he ends up walking her to her car and falls in love immediately. Now we're back in the present, and Alfred went to go check on Bruce, knowing shit was going on in his head mentally. W. Butler. But in that exact same night, across town, back at the cemetery, we have one of the mob bosses visiting a loved one buried in the ground. And whoever the fuck Casey Jones is over here, bro, is moving mad.
A beautiful place to die. Wouldn't you agree?
I don't know about y'all, but correct me if I'm wrong, aren't cemeteries closed at night? So I have 2 questions. Number 1, how the fuck did y'all get in here? And number 2, how did Casey Jones find this nigga?
Death shall set you free.
This is a face of fear. Now peep how his murder went down. Man fell in a hole. Pre-planned buried movement. This man right here is finna get buried alive. So the following morning, we're introduced to some random ass dude reading a newspaper, and he finds out the second mob boss got dropped off by Batman, quote unquote, and is stunned. He then gets up, has a full-on heart attack, grabs his oxygen tank to get some air, and then sits in that damn chair contemplating if he's the next man off the list. But guess who's on bullshit? This slick back fuckboy is over here accusing Batman of murder, but guess who's outside peeping the conversation? So Jim ends up leaving the office, not trying to hear none of that shit, and this man Arthur decides to devise a plan. So while Arthur is scheming, this man Batman's already investigating the murder and exactly what happened, dialoguing it step by step. But there was just one thing that wasn't supposed to be at this graveyard. And that one thing so happened to be Batman's first love, Andrea. Nah, cause we gotta talk. There is some lore behind Bruce and Andrea, so grab your notepads and peep this flashback. So I'm going to assume this takes place a few months because they are holding hands visiting some fucking fairground about Gotham City. The same day Bruce meets Andrea's dad and young Arthur before the present time. They are over there talking about strict family involvement, and then this mob boss man walks up in this room and says, "We gotta speak on business," which makes Andrea and Bruce leave the scene. Bruce then later on sees some random dude getting mugged, decides to put belt to ass combat in his year one Batman stage, go home and complain to Alfred about whether being Batman or Bruce Wayne is really the motive, goes back to the graveyard, cries at his family's fucking burial site, where Andrea just magically pulls up and just expresses his feelings. This man Batman really got Loverboy symptoms. So back in the present, the next day, Arthur gets into the car with the same man who was damn near having a heart attack in his penthouse to talk about how the mob bosses are getting dropped off one by Batman. But see, it's not Batman. He's actually in the Batcave with Alfred trying to figure who is next up on the list. This also shows a very distinct display of why Batman's so pissed off, because we get another flashback back with Andrea, to which where Bruce proposed to Andrea, then she broke up with him like the next day. Couldn't get it up. Too young. Need time? Forget about me. Forget about what? That head game was extravagant. We then cut back to the Batcave, where this is actually the same day that happened, and Bruce finally indulged in his identity as the Cape Crusader, becoming the Batman. Now after peeping this photo, this man Bruce had to go press somebody real quick. He went to go press Andrea, but before he did that, the mob boss went to go meet a special lunatic of the animated universe.
Who goes there? Oh my God, could it be? Sally, old friend, how I missed ya.
And y'all may be wondering why I'm talking about Joker now in this film when we have another masked vigilante on site. This man Joker needs to be locked up in a maximum security prison. Arkham's not enough. We then have the mod boss spill the beans about Batman being a full-on killer. This then pushes Joker's motive to figure out who the killer actually is, because he knows Batman does not kill, because the fuck-ass clown in front of him is the one that does the murdering himself. So Joker devised a plan to actually lure out the real killer. Now I want y'all to peep the next two scenes. So we got Andrea with Arthur, and she's literally kissing up on this man. I knew the activity was gonna go down like this, and this man, Batman, is sitting in her room behind the door with the lights off.
So we meet again. I like the cape.
Bitch, this ain't about that. Tell me, have you seen this photo before?
No.
But it's your father. That's very odd to say when he set up all your corporate partners.
So, that's his job.
Can you at least tell me the last known location of your father?
Haven't a clue. Why don't you try Madagascar?
Bitch, I'm not playing no fucking games. You just told Arthur you and your father are very fucking close.
You had me bugged, is that it?
I can read lips.
Then read them now. Get out.
Don't say it. Warn you. You still taking daddy's orders?
The way I see it, the only one in this room controlled by his parents is you.
I don't know why this bitch crying, cause she low-key cooked that nigga. Yeah, but elsewhere, we got this man moving mad again, going for a three-piece combo. But the thing about this kill is that Joker already beat him to it, having a camera on the body, now figuring out that Batman wasn't killing anybody, it was someone new on the street. And with this new information, Joker blew up the building. Nah, cause he basked the glory of that last kill, but it wasn't even his. But meanwhile, Batman is moving different, trying to get this man off the street. But you know who's moving mad just like Batman? The police department. They are on go, which then leads to Batman getting cornered, injured, and rescued. By Andrea? Nah, see, women like this, bro, want one thing, and y'all already know what she wants: dick. But peep this face reveal. So Andrea leaves, right? And Bruce and Alfred having a conversation in his work office, and then Bruce finds out the member that was also a part of the gang is a well-known villain in this film. The Joker was a part of the Mafia gang. We then go back to downtown Gotham, and Joker done pulled up for another kill of the movie. This man's on timing. He then gets a call from Andrea to discuss dinner plans, which gives Joker the time to talk to Arthur about who was killing who and how it went down. We then see Arthur in the mental insane asylum going stupid off the Joker gas. Batman then pulls up and interrogates Arthur.
That's not the answer I want.
Beaumont needed me to help him and his kid get out of town. He kept in touch.
So when the fuck is the last time you saw him?
Years ago, my first election campaign. I was running out of money and asked Beaumont for help. He said no.
So you sold him to the mob.
This nigga thinks shit's funny, but you got Andrea's dad murdered, which then popped the follow-up. The one behind the mask is Andrea. Not gonna lie, watching this, I did not see that coming. Nah, cause fuck all that. Andrea actually knows the real identity of Joker, bruh. This is really a game-changing film. She ends up fighting Joker, and the iconic meme pulled up where I had seen Joker beat the fuck out of a woman. That was Andrea? I'm telling you, I wasn't tapped in long enough. So Andrea nut checks Joker. S-tier move. So Joker, being an S-tier planner, had the whole place rigged to his benefit. He even took Andrea outside to get her ass damn near cooked by a wind turbine, which would have got her killed, unless the man named Batman didn't pull up and save her ass. Now, logically speaking, in every average Batman encounter, there's always supposed to be a team up. But seeing how Andrea is Batman's figurative first love, he told her ass to leave, and she did. But let's talk logic real quick. Batman and Joker have been seen in video games, movies, and comics running a 1v1 fade. So tell me why this man, Batman, and Joker are playing Duck Duck Goose around the fairgrounds, and Joker conveniently has a jetpack on standby, making him and Batman immobile to move. So Batman can't finish the job. Guess who came back to do it? Andrea, sorry I spun the block. Man, shout out women's empowerment. She's over here finishing the job, standing on business. This then leads to Batman having a conversation with Andrea about not killing the Joker. She then flees the scene with Joker. The place blows up, and she somehow ends up on this boat with some random dude leaving Gotham City. Where Joker is, I don't fucking know. But seeing Batman do his daily shit, he continues on protecting Gotham as the Caped Crusader. But there's still one mystery left unsolved. Who is behind the mask? Bruce Wayne? Or Batman? Let's keep it short and sweet. Thank y'all so much for 500 subs. Y'all did that shit. And for y'all, along with this video being our longest on the channel by far, we'll be hitting our first ever live action video. Venom, featuring me as Eddie Brock, and Venom and Poetic playing Riots. As always, like, comment, and subscribe. Turn on post notification bells if you want to see more videos just like this.
Be sure to come